I've just noticed there is paint on this chair. I've just got this. Why does this happen? Hello there, how are you all doing? I hope that you're all doing well. Today, as you can see, I have a bit of a different backdrop to normal. This is my Bob Ross painted wall background in my bedroom. I just wanted, honestly, if I'm being honest here, I just wanted a change of scenery from my normal filming spot. I've just been staring at the same four walls for so long that I just wanted to get out and stare at different four walls for once. So a couple videos ago, I painted a Baby Yoda on a giant wooden palette, as you can see here. I had so much fun doing this. I really enjoyed it. A lot of you seem to really enjoy it as well. So I thought it would be a fun idea to be able to see what I'm doing. So I thought it would be a really fun idea to paint on another blank easel. This is not an easel. Actually, it's got a lot of surface area, so, you know, might be fun to paint on. If you would like to see me paint on my easel in a future video, give this video a thumbs up, and if it gets to 30,000 thumbs up, I will paint on my easel next time. Now, when I actually purchased this particular wooden palette, I actually got 3 extras, and I said if people enjoyed it enough, I would paint on another palette. So today I decided that I would paint this particular palette, and I'm gonna actually make something original. So if you do like the piece that I make in this video, you'll be able to purchase it on my website, artofchloerose.com. But for now, I think it's about time we get started, and let's go. Okay, so as you can see, we have a lovely table today, which is not my normal gross covered white desk that I normally use, because I wanted to keep avoiding my normal everyday inside space and get a bit of fresh air and paint outside. Now, first of all, I have all of this paint, but you know, I don't think my mum would be very happy if I used this on her lovely table because, you know, well, we all know what I'm like with paint. I'm a mess. So I've got this manky old canvas, which is my solution. It has a hole in it, has some dirt. And here is the paint palette. Yes, a lovely piece of wood. Hair. 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 Now comes the decision of which direction to have the paint palette in. Is this up or is it down? I actually don't know. Does anyone know that? Is there an up or down on a paint palette? Someone let me know. If you know that's a thing, let me know in the comments. First, I'm going to sketch out with a blue pencil what I want. Since this... So a bit of advice for you aspiring YouTubers out there, don't record voiceover at 8 AM in the morning. If you're wondering what this pencil is for some reason, it's a brune... It's that word I can't pronounce. Brunzel. I'm so sorry, I butchered that. So we have a nice tree, we have some grass, another tree. At this point I'm kind of unsure what's going on, but I'm just going with it and seeing and wishing for the best. I attempted a pathway. Does it look like a pathway? I wouldn't say that it does, but it does in my head, and that's the main thing. Now it's time to apply the gesso and turn this palette completely invisible. Done. Now normally I can easily see my pencil sketch through the gesso, but for some reason, could I see the pencil sketch through this gesso this time? No, I could not. So once the gesso totally covered and ruined my initial sketch, I had to sketch over it again in a much less decent way than it looked before. So my technique with this was just to basically apply some very simple shapes, some colours. Since I was trying to figure out what I actually wanted, where I wanted it, to keep it more loose and blocky, I just blocked in a few colours so it'd be easier to fix later on. So at first I worked on the sky, then I added some slightly different hues of blue to the sea. The idea was to kind of be on the shore in a little woodland of trees looking out to the ocean. Then I added some very basic shapes of green for the grass, which was definitely too bright for this, but let's roll with it anyway. Okay, so I'm now inside, and I still really want to avoid my art space because I want a change of scenery. So now I'm currently sat on the floor. I'm on a storage container unit. There are some dead flowers here that I've not gotten rid of in like 2 weeks, which let's pretend I have. My hands, by the way, for those of you who will say something, my hands do look like those of an 80-year-old. It's just because I've washed my hands like 5,000 times today. Now, before we get any further, I just wanted to let you know that this video is being sponsored by Skillshare, my favourite skill-sharing platform. They have thousands of online classes in basically everything except how to cut your fringe, which I could have... Actually, they've got one. I've just noticed that. Damn, I should have watched that! Whether you're looking for art classes, business classes, photography, video editing, entrepreneurial advice, haircutting, you'll find it on Skillshare. I, for example, don't really use watercolour much, and I want to get better, so this class called Watercolour in the Woods, A Beginner's Guide to Painting the Natural World, has been really great to learn all about the fundamentals with supplies, technique, and overall it's just an excellent class if you're trying to learn about watercolour. It's less than $10 a month for an annual subscription, but if you would like to try it for free for 2 months with unlimited premium classes, check out the link in the description, but it's for the first 500 people only. And if I'm being honest with you, I have not had the most motivation in the world lately. I've just not wanted to do much at all. But one thing that I was told a long time ago was, if you want motivation, it's not always going to be there. You need to form a habit of making yourself do things in order to gain motivation, because it's not always going to be there. And keeping your mind busy during these times is so incredibly important. So even if you're not really in the mood to learn new things, just keep yourself busy by watching other people do things. Okay, so before I go any further, last time I did this, I did mention that the idea came from another creator called Moriah, who painted on some palettes, and I asked her personally if I could use her idea, and she said that I could. 21 seconds into the video that I made, I credited her for the idea, and she was the one that started the trend, and I still had comments from people telling me to credit Moriah. So 21 seconds, that's all they had to watch. So as always, credit where credit is due. Moriah Elizabeth, one of my favourite creators here on YouTube, came up with this trend idea. And yeah, I just wanted to mention that in this video. So I spent a lot of time painting this and really not liking it very much. It's one of those pieces that you can make and see it in your brain, and then you actually try to put that down on paper or canvas, and it's just like, it's not happening. You don't like it. And I kept adding some more orange to the pathway because I was going for a more tropical Hawaiian style Lilo and Stitch vibe movie thing, but I kind of decided that I didn't really like the orange as much as I'd hoped, so I added a bit more yellow and brown to make it a little less in your face, sunny D orange. And here I got this lovely artsy side shot here with the sun getting in the way. Managed to film this angle for a good solid 5 minutes and 31 seconds before my SD card ran out, so I'm afraid you're going to have an overhead shot again for most of the rest of the video. I do apologise, but hey, look, I'm now back outside again the next day with the bugs. So many bugs. I actually highly recommend doing this if you can. Painting outside was so nice. I got to enjoy the fresh air and not feel cooped up inside. I got attacked by like 50,000 bugs, but it was great. 10 out of 10. Wait, I lied. Here's another side angle for you. So yeah, enjoy that, because it doesn't last very long. Gotta fix the camera again because it moved, and my Switch made an appearance here because I'm obsessed with Animal Crossing. Who else is here? I am addicted, and you know why I'm annoyed? I was sent this Switch custom made to these exact specific colours that I personally picked and loved from a company called Colorware, who custom paint Switches and devices. I've had it for almost a year now, and they just released a special Switch which basically looks identical to mine, and I picked these colours a year ago specifically so it would be unique, and now this. So why? So for the next hour or so, I basically continued to not like this. I asked my mum probably 3 times if it looked okay. I was like, does this look okay? Is it bad? I also sent some pictures of it to my friends because I just wasn't sure. But the more I worked on it, the more I liked it, and it ended up okay in the end. Even though it was a bit more simple than I wanted, I didn't want to spend 20 hours on it, which would have made it much better, but I didn't want to do that. But ew, there's a bug. So, sorry, I'm just going to go burn this with fire, and then I'll be right back. But I need to learn some more colour theory going forward, I think. I haven't fully mastered it yet, but I am working on it. I've got a shoe here, and I'm not afraid to use it, mate. Bugger off. So I would love for you all to tell me how you're all doing right now. I'll try to reply to as many comments as I can over the next few days, but everything is just so weird. I've never felt so unmotivated in my entire life, and it's so weird because technically, was that a word? Technically, I have more time than I did before, and I thought I'd be more productive, but then I feel guilty because I'm not being productive, and I just want to sit and do Animal Crossing all day. And I don't know, it's just frustrating because I want to do stuff, I want to learn stuff, I want to utilise this time, but I have no motivation to actually get up and do it. But I'm going to force myself to work more because, like I said earlier, motivation isn't always there. It's not always there. You kind of have to make a habit of working, and then motivation will fall into place. So I finished the rest of this up, as you can see. Again, it's not perfect. I spent maybe 2 hours or so on this. I didn't want to make anything too long for the video, but I really liked how it turned out. I still prefer Baby Yoda though. I do prefer Baby Yoda, but this was an original piece. I will work on some bigger original pieces soon going forward, but for now, this is how it looks. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know if you would like to see me paint on any other obscure items going forward. And yes, I really hope that you're all doing well. Please take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video.